What I wish I knew at 18 is that the stories we are told are often incomplete. We learn of kings and conflicts, of borders drawn and redrawn. But what of the architects of society who work beyond the headlines? What of the hands that build peace, the voices that demand justice, and the minds that innovate for a better future? In the Horn of Africa, within the vibrant and resilient nation of Somalia, a powerful narrative has been unfolding for generations, one driven by the unwavering strength of its women. Somali women have always been the bedrock of their communities, the keepers of culture, and the engines of the economy. They shape history, not just homes. Yet their contributions have often been relegated to the footnotes of official records, their influence understated. Today, we pull these stories from the margins and place them center stage. From the highest echelons of global politics to the frontiers of international fashion, from grassroots peacebuilding to pioneering healthcare, they lead with courage and conviction. Their journeys are a testament to resilience in the face of adversity and a masterclass in leadership. These are the stories of 6 Somali women who defied expectations, broke barriers, and changed everything. Let's meet them. Our journey begins in the world of diplomacy and governance with Fawzia Yusuf Adam. In 2012, she shattered one of the highest glass ceilings in Somali politics, becoming the nation's first female deputy prime minister and foreign minister. Her appointment was not merely symbolic, it was a seismic shift. In a political landscape traditionally dominated by men, Fawzia Yusuf brought a new perspective, championing a more inclusive vision for Somalia on the world stage. As foreign minister, she navigated complex international relations, working to rebuild trust and secure partnerships for a nation emerging from decades of conflict. She was a formidable diplomat, articulating Somalia's interests with clarity and grace. But her most enduring legacy may be the doors she opened for others. She relentlessly pushed for women in government, understanding that a nation cannot achieve lasting peace or prosperity while leaving half of its population behind. She advocated for quotas to ensure female representation in parliament and cabinet, arguing that women's participation is not a favor, but a fundamental necessity for good governance. Her own journey, from a background in international development to the pinnacle of political power, serves as a powerful blueprint for aspiring female leaders across the country. Fawzia Yusuf's tenure demonstrated that women are not just capable leaders, but essential ones. Her work laid a critical foundation, challenging patriarchal norms and forever changing the face of Somali governance. From the halls of power, we turn to the front lines of peace. Here we find Ilwad Elman, a force of nature whose name has become synonymous with courage and hope. A peace and human rights champion, Ilwad's work is a continuation of a powerful family legacy. Alongside her mother, she co-founded the Elman Peace and Human Rights Center, an organization dedicated to healing the wounds of war. Ilwad has focused on some of the most difficult and urgent issues facing Somalia: the rehabilitation of former child soldiers and the support for survivors of sexual and gender-based violence. She doesn't just talk about change, she builds it, one life at a time. Her programs provide counseling, vocational training, and a safe haven, offering pathways back to society for those who have been most marginalized. For her tireless efforts, Ilwad Elman has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize, a recognition of her profound impact. Her work with survivors is particularly groundbreaking. She created the first rape crisis center in Somalia, providing critical medical and psychological support, in a culture where such topics were once shrouded in silence. She gave survivors a voice in a community, affirming their dignity and right to justice. Ilwad represents a new generation of leadership, fearless, empathetic, and relentlessly focused on building a just and peaceful future from the ground up. Through her work, Ilwad Elman proves that youth are not just the leaders of tomorrow, but powerful agents of change today, capable of mending the deepest fractures in society. The path to peace is often paved by those who dare to challenge the status quo. Asha Haji Elmi is one such trailblazer. A veteran peace activist, her most revolutionary act was the creation of the 6th clan. In Somalia's clan-based political system, power was traditionally divided among 5 major clans, leaving women systematically excluded from peace talks and political decision-making. Asha recognized this as a fundamental flaw. If women were absent from the negotiating table, how could any resulting peace be sustainable? So, she formed a coalition of women from across all clan lines, declaring them the 6th clan. This brilliant strategic move was not about creating a new division, but about transcending old ones. It was a powerful statement that women's shared identity and common interest in peace superseded clan loyalties. As a key peace negotiator during the Somali National Peace Conference in the early 2000s, the 6th Clan movement became a formidable force. Asha and her coalition lobbied, strategized, and demanded a seat at the table. Their persistence paid off. They successfully secured a quota for female representation in the new transitional parliament, a landmark victory for women's political rights in Somalia. Asha Haji Elmi's legacy is a masterclass in political activism. She didn't just ask for inclusion, she created a new political reality where it was non-negotiable. Her work fundamentally altered the political calculus, ensuring that the voices of women, the ultimate peacemakers, would forever be a part of Somalia's journey toward stability. Culture is the heartbeat of a nation, and music is its universal language. Deeqa Afro is one of its most cherished voices. A legendary singer and actress, her career spans decades, making her a cultural icon who has touched the hearts of Somalis everywhere. Emerging during the golden age of Somali music and theater, Deeqa Afro's songs were more than just entertainment. They were rich tapestries of poetry, love, and social commentary. Her powerful vocals and charismatic stage presence made her a star. But it was the substance of her art that made her an institution. She sang of national pride, the beauty of the Somali landscape, and the complexities of love and life. In doing so, she helped forge a shared cultural identity that transcended regional and clan differences. Her music became the soundtrack to a generation, uniting Somali culture through its powerful melodies and timeless lyrics, whether at home or in the diaspora. Even during the darkest days of the Civil War, when the nation was fractured, the music of artists like Deeqa Afro served as a vital thread, connecting people to their shared heritage and to each other. Her art is a living archive of Somali culture, preserving its poetic traditions and ensuring they are passed on to future generations. From the stage to the runway, our next pioneer broke barriers of a different kind. Halima Aden, a trailblazing hijab-wearing model, redefined global standards of beauty and representation. Born in a refugee camp in Kenya, Halima's journey to the covers of Vogue and the world's most exclusive runways is nothing short of extraordinary. In 2016, she made headlines by competing in the Miss Minnesota USA pageant wearing a hijab and, later, a burkini for the swimsuit competition. This act of defiance and self-love caught the attention of the fashion world. She was quickly signed to a major modeling agency, becoming the first hijab-wearing model to achieve mainstream success. Her presence on global runways was revolutionary. She proved that modesty and high fashion were not mutually exclusive. Halima's impact extends far beyond aesthetics. For millions of young Muslim women around the world, seeing her on a billboard or in a magazine was a profound moment of validation. She showed them that they did not have to compromise their faith or identity to pursue their dreams. She used her platform to advocate for inclusivity and to challenge stereotypes, famously stating, "Don't change yourself, change the game." And she did. Our final story is one of extraordinary service and lifelong dedication. Meet Edna Adan Ismail, a former foreign minister of Somaliland, a trained nurse and midwife, and a true healthcare pioneer. Called the Mother of Somaliland Healthcare. Edna's journey began as the first Somali girl to be awarded a scholarship to study in Britain, where she trained as a nurse. She returned to her homeland with a mission. After a distinguished career with the World Health Organization and in government, she embarked on her life's greatest project. She sold all her possessions and used her own pension to build a hospital from the ground up on a site that was once a garbage dump. In 2002, the Edna Adan Maternity Hospital opened its doors. Her mission was to combat the shockingly high maternal and infant mortality rates in the region. The hospital was not just a place for treatment, but a center for learning. Edna has personally trained over 1,000 midwives who have gone on to serve communities across the country, saving countless lives. Her hospital has become a beacon of hope and a model for healthcare delivery in the Horn of Africa. Edna Adan's story is a powerful reminder that one person's vision, fueled by unwavering determination, can transform the health and future of an entire nation. Beyond these 6 incredible stars, the story of Somali women's leadership is written every single day in countless other acts of courage and enterprise. It's a story found in every corner of society. Somali women run the markets. They are the backbone of the informal economy, the traders and entrepreneurs whose daily hustle fuels their families and communities. They are savvy negotiators and brilliant managers, turning small investments into sustainable livelihoods. Somali women run the farms. They are the custodians of the land, planting seeds of sustenance and resilience, ensuring food security in the face of climate challenges. Somali women run businesses, from small roadside stands to growing tech startups, driving innovation and creating jobs. And they lead activism, in classrooms, in community centers, and on the streets, demanding better education, better healthcare, and a more just society. They are the teachers, the nurses, the organizers, and the innovators, changing society every day. The stories of Fawzia, Ilwad, Asha, Deeqa, Halima, and Edna are not exceptions. They are exemplars of a spirit that runs deep in Somali culture. They show us that leadership has many faces: the diplomat, the activist, the artist, the model, the healer, and the entrepreneur. Together, they and millions of women like them are not just changing everything. They are building a stronger, more peaceful, and more prosperous Somalia for all. Their legacy is a powerful call to action, to see, to celebrate, and to support the women who are shaping our world.